Yo, what's good, YouTube? It's your boy back at it again with another banger. Today, we're diving deep into the world of dancehall. And nah, we ain't talking about no Sean Paul. We talking about the man himself, the world boss, Vybz Kartel. We're about to expose some secrets, some real street knowledge about Vybz Kartel that they don't want you to know. Get ready to have your minds blown, because we're about to drop 5 truth bombs about Vybz Kartel that'll have you looking at him in a whole new light. Let's get it. Aight, so you think you know Vybz Kartel, right? Think again. Before the tattoos, before the Gaza, before the whole world knew his name, he was just a regular dude. Well, as regular as you can be when you got the talent this man had. His government name? Adidja Azim Palmer. Yeah, you heard me right. Adidja. Not exactly the name that screams dancehall king, right? But yo, names hold weight. They tell a story. And Adidja's story, it's about transformation. It's about becoming something bigger than yourself, bigger than what anyone expected. This dude went from Adidja, a name that most people outside of Jamaica wouldn't even know how to pronounce, to Vybz Kartel, a name that's synonymous with dancehall worldwide. That's a come up, fam. That's power. And it's that power, that ability to reinvent himself, that made him a legend. He took a name that didn't fit the image he was building and flipped it, turned it into something iconic. That's the thing about Kartel, man. He's always been one step ahead, always playing the game his way. Vybz Kartel? That name, it's more than just a name. It's a statement. Now, everybody knows Vybz Kartel as a solo artist, right? The man's a hit machine, dropping bangers like they're nothing. But what most people don't know is that he didn't just pop up out of nowhere. Nah, this dude paid his dues. He grinded his way to the top. Before he was the world boss, he was rolling with a crew called Vybz Kartel. Yeah, you heard that right. The name Kartel, it ain't just some random word he picked out of thin air. It's a part of his history. They were young, hungry, and ready to take over the world. But like all good things, it came to an end. The group split, and Vybz Kartel, he went solo. And the rest, as they say, is history. But that time in Vybz Kartel, it shaped him. It taught him the game. It showed him what it took to make it in the cutthroat world of dancehall. And when he stepped out on his own, he was ready. He took all that knowledge, all that experience, and he turned it into something special. He became the voice of a generation. More than music, the empire of Vybz Kartel. Now, a lot of people, they think artists, especially in dancehall, they just make music, right? But Vybz Kartel, he ain't like most artists. This dude's a businessman, an entrepreneur. He saw the bigger picture. He knew that music, it was just the beginning. So he started branching out, building an empire. He launched his own line of skin-lightening products. Controversial? Sure, but you can't deny the hustle. And it didn't stop there. He came out with his own liquor brand, his own condoms. He even had his own reality show. Vybz Kartel understood that his name, his brand, it was powerful. And he was going to use that power to build something bigger than himself. He was creating jobs, opportunities, for himself and for others. He was showing the world that dancehall artists, they ain't just entertainers. They're bosses. They're CEOs. Behind bars, but not silenced. The music never stopped. Now, we gotta address the elephant in the room, right? In 2014, Vybz Kartel, he was sentenced to life in prison for murder. It was a huge blow to the dancehall community, to the whole world, really. But even behind bars, locked down, Vybz Kartel, he never stopped making music. Think about that for a second. This man, facing a life sentence, and he's still finding a way to create. He was releasing music from prison, dropping tracks like they were going out of style. He was still relevant, still at the top of his game, even though he was locked up. How many artists can say that? He was showing the world that nothing, not even prison walls, could silence his voice. He was a symbol of resilience, of determination. He was a reminder that even in the darkest of times, you can find a way to shine. And that's the thing about Vybz Kartel, man. He's a survivor. The legacy of the world boss. An unforgettable impact. Love him or hate him, you can't deny the impact Vybz Kartel has had on dancehall music. He changed the game, man. He brought a new sound, a new style, a new energy to the genre. He inspired a whole generation of artists, not just in Jamaica, but all over the world. His influence, it's undeniable. He's a legend, a true icon. And his legacy, it's gonna be felt for years to come. He pushed boundaries, he challenged norms, and he did it all on his own terms. He wasn't afraid to be different, to be controversial. In fact, he embraced it. And that's what made him so compelling, so fascinating. Yo, so there you have it, fam. 5 facts about Vybz Kartel that they don't want you to know. We went deep into the life of the world boss, from his humble beginnings to his rise to fame, from his business ventures to his time behind bars. But most importantly, we talked about his legacy, his impact on dancehall music, and the world. Vybz Kartel, he's more than just an artist. He's a movement. He's a force to be reckoned with. So, next time you hear a Vybz Kartel track, remember the man behind the music. Peace out.